Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Curvy and Press TV. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Um, I am just stopping by because you know how we do on my channel. We keep it real at all times. We don't sugarcoat anything. So I just wanted to talk to you about some important, topics today. And then we'll just take it from there. Make sure you guys just click like and sharing, subscribing to my channel as well. Because you just never know. It may be somebody out there that may, need to listen to some messages out there. You know what I mean? And make sure you keep those notification buttons on just in case, you know what I mean? When I do upload new videos, you'll be the first one to know that I'm doing so, okay? All right, guys. So anyways, a couple of things that I wanted to talk about today. And the first thing that I wanted to talk about was, learning how to avoid confrontation with other people. So basically, in order for you to avoid being in confrontation with other people, you got to learn how to be patient, keep calm, and not respond, meaning being silent. Because a lot of the times people be in a confrontation with us, but we don't be in a confrontation with them. And the minute that we engage and respond back to that person in regards to something that we seen they may have said or posted up, it's like the minute you respond to that person, that's when the confrontation come in. Because they had originally said something that you didn't like or you felt. And then all of a sudden, you responded. And then the minute you respond, that's when the back and forth end up occurring. So my thing to you is to let you guys know a lot of the times to avoid confrontation, it requires silence. It requires silence. Don't let nobody feel like they can draw you out, irritate your energy because they're looking for a confrontation with you when you're not even looking for a confrontation with them. You understand what I'm saying? Silence is a virtue because when you're silent, you kill people with kindness. People want to know what you're thinking in your mind. All in reality, you can be thinking about a lot of different things. But do you need to let the world know what you're really thinking? And the answer to that is no. Sometimes we just have to let people talk. Because a lot of the times when people talk, they only talk because they have a mouth. Most of the time when you do the talking, they don't even listen. They respond because they have a mouth to respond. That's it. But they don't actively listen. And see, that's what's wrong with a lot of people in this world today as well. A lot of the times when you don't active listen, how the hell you expect to get a valid response out of that person? And then another thing too, when you do respond to the person and you don't respond to the person in a negative way, is in a positive way, the person still become confrontational because at that point they feel some type of way. They're in their feelings. They have incorporated themselves inside of a post that you posted up generally for the world. Or you could even be out in public with somebody and you're just having a normal conversation with that person. And somebody overhear your conversation. And right from that point on, they're assuming that you're saying something to direct them, and all in reality, you're in a conversation with somebody else totally different. And I noticed that, like, people look for confrontations. So the best thing for you to do is to avoid it by keeping silent, you know what I mean? And not giving nobody no energy to make you feel like a confrontation is about to start, because people look for that. They look for arguments. They look for confrontations. They look for just messiness overall. And nobody ain't got no time for that. In this world, we got bigger fish to fry. There's a lot that's going on. And we need to be worrying about our babies out there. But you got a lot of people out there that be worrying about social media all the time. They worry about what people post up. Every time somebody posts up, they automatically assume that the person is talking about their own life. You guys got to understand, I'm a motivational speaker. I speak facts. I speak about a lot of different situations. You know what I mean? A lot of things that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? And I also have spoke about things that I have went through in my own life. But when I do post up videos, whether or not if it's from TikTok or IG or Snapchat, you know, that doesn't give anybody the right to say, you know, she must be talking about her. You know, people does that. But people wouldn't understand what I got going on. They wouldn't even understand what I'm called to do. And that's to motivate people, inspire people, give people the messages that they need to hear. Because somebody got to hear it and somebody need to listen, whether they want to or not. This world that we're living in is very cold. And there's a lot of people out there that don't even have nobody that can talk to them. What about the people that's out there that's suffering from depression, that they need somebody to talk to? But all they do is go on to YouTube. All they need to do, if they can't talk to somebody in their family or a close friend, all they need to do is go on to YouTube and click in motivational speaker. And they have all of these different people that they can listen to that can inspire them, that can help them, that can teach them. So this way they can wingy their way out of being so depressed about things that they may not have control over. And depression is real. That's why we have such a high percentage of people who take their own lives. And I'm talking from babies on up to adults. And what I mean by babies are adolescent children. And some of them go on lives and they go on ahead and kill themselves right through social media. Because they figure like nobody wasn't listening to them before, nobody wasn't watching them before, but somebody will watch them now. Crying out for help. Parents just missing that. Missing those red flags, missing those little signs that something may not be okay with their children. It's very important as parents to make sure that our children is okay. It's all right to constantly ask our children, are you okay, baby? How are you feeling? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to seek counseling? Maybe go see a therapist? Because all they looking for is support. People are killing themselves. These babies are killing themselves. They taking guns to themselves. They taking knives to themselves. They jumping in water. They doing it all. And it's very, very sad. Because guess who end up hurting? The parents and the families. It's so many people that I know that was crying out for help. It's so many people that I was trying to be there for when they was crying out for help. But sometimes, you know, you have some people that you got to attend to that may be going through their own traumas and things like that as well, where You have to, you're kind of scattered out. You're helping this person over here. You're helping this person over here. You're helping this person over here, but you have to help this person over here as well. So you're just split up into pieces because everybody needs you. But it's going to be very important that we look for the signs in our children. Ask them daily, how are they feeling? What's going on with them? How was their day? Did they have a great day at school? What occurred in school? So these kids could know that we're there to support them at any given moment, at any given time. Because what we want our kids to feel is comfortable with talking to us about certain things. We want to have our kids to be able to trust us to talk to us. A lot of the time when kids don't talk to their parents when they're suffering from depression is because they don't feel like they can trust the parents themselves. And then we have to ask ourselves, why do the kids not trust us? Parents, you got to ask yourself that. Why do the kids not trust you well enough to come to you to talk to you about certain things that may be going on in that little head of theirs and that little body of theirs? It's imperative that we take time out to make sure that our kids is okay. Spend that quality time with them. Do things with them. Engage with them. Constantly tell them that you love them all the time. I'm not saying us doing that will cause the kids to not want to, think about suicidal or whatever the case may be. But it's a process. It takes time with the support from their parents and some outside help. They can overcome that. They can overcome it. So it's going to be very important that we do so. So 2 things. First thing we want to do is avoid confrontation with people via social media, because it's a waste of time to go back and forth with people that don't even understand the concept of what you post up. A lot of people take your content and they reinvert that content to fit themselves into that post. And then that's when they go to attack you, the person who posted up that post. And they want confrontation with you is the reason why they will come up on your post and say whatever they wanting to say. But it's a few different things that you can do. And I'm a real finder at that. I unfollow people when I feel like my peace is being disturbed in any kind of way, or if I feel like they're always negative, because I can sense a negative spirit. So I unfollow them, I delete them, I block them, and I don't like anything that they got going on their pages. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's just me. So if you feel like somebody is posting up something that you feel like it's an indirect post, and a lot of the times it's really not, you know what I mean? Because you would know if it's an indirect post towards you specifically or towards the world, versus somebody that's just posting up a general post about things that happen on the day-to-day basis. So you guys got to, be able to identify that without jumping into conclusions. And you could avoid a lot of confrontations when you do that. Because social media is for us to, connect with the ones that we love, our friends, you know what I mean? It's about entertainment as well. I use the platforms to promote my business and things like that. So it can be used for a lot. But I hate when people come on here and be like, oh, it's just for entertainment. No, it's not for entertainment. People promote their businesses up there. People real life post up some real motivational, inspirational posts. Real posts. Facts posts. People really do that, because I'm one of those people that does that. And I don't use my social media just for entertainment. Every now and then I may make a couple of little posts to make people laugh and shit just so I can get under some people's skin. You know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't mean no harm by it because I know I'm a fool. I love to laugh. I have a great sense of humor. You know what I mean? And I don't care if anybody want to delete me for that either. Because at the end of the day, it's just social media. When one person take themselves off your page, another person is waiting to be added to your page. So who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? It's just social media. But just because it's just social media, don't, you know, give a person a reason to be disrespectful to you as well. Nobody should not allow anybody to disrespect them on their social media page under no circumstances. You know what I mean? And you could unfollow people, you can delete them, you can block them. So that way you don't have to see none of the content that they got going on up there overall. The second thing, we want to make sure that we looking after our babies, making sure that they are okay. Because a lot of them is going to definitely be traumatized with everything that's been going on with the school shootings. Now we got 4 medical people that just got shot up in the medical's office. You know, the church is being shot up. So it's so much going on. Chicago just had a whole damn riot out there pretty much. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot, and our kids is being traumatized by it, what's going on in the world today. So it's going to be important that we, you know, with our kids more than we normally would do. You know what I mean? Because that's what parents supposed to do. You know what I mean? I'm not here to teach you how to be a parent. I'm just here to tell you that we need to start looking after our babies more because they need us. And with everything that's going on in this world today, it's going to be very important for us to find out if they are okay. You know what I mean? Especially after that school shooting. Them kids are shook up. They afraid. They don't even want to go to school. They don't. You know? And then I also wanted to say, shout out to all of the parents and stuff like that that's been doing an amazing job. Excuse me. That's been doing an amazing job with their children's prom and graduation and all of that stuff like that. You know, I gotta say kudos to the mothers because we did it. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. Prom wasn't cheap, not for my damn pockets. You know what I mean? So, you know, that dress by itself was almost $600. So with that being said, it's like prom was expensive as shit. You know what I mean? And you guys did the fucking thing, man. Y'all did that shit this year. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing because remember 2 years ago, our kids couldn't even go to no proms and they couldn't go to no graduations because of the pandemic and COVID. This year, you know, we got a chance to see our babies go off to prom. They graduated. My baby got her diploma downstairs. She's going to be going off to a university. Right now, she's taking a gap year. But I'm so happy as a parent that I've succeeded and witnessed all of my children graduating and, you know, doing what they love. You know, some of them went to college. You know, I know my son went to college. My oldest daughter went to college and my youngest, but not my other daughter. But at the end of the day, whatever journeys they decide to go on, we just have to be a support to them. You know what I mean? And you guys did the damn thing. You know, I'm so proud of you guys. You know, I love you guys, you know. I love you guys. It's just a beautiful feeling for us as parents because that tells us that we accomplished a lot. We was our children motivation. We was our children backbone, their support, you know what I mean? And we wanted to see them succeed and they got a chance to do that. Like I know what my kid, she was doing college and high school, so it was a lot on her. but she got through it, you know, which that's the reason why now she only has to do a 2-year university program, because she has so many college credits. So that's a blessing as well. So mothers, keep up the great work. You know what I mean? I'm not leaving the fathers out, because I know most of the times it's us mothers that got to get everything done with the support of their fathers. You know what I mean? And some of us don't have the support of the fathers. So a lot of the women out there is doing it all by themselves. So kudos to both, you know, whatever. Kudos to both, you know? So those was the messages that I wanted to talk about today, as I promised to post up another video. I know my face looks so shiny, but I had to put some stuff on my face because I had an allergic reaction to my face. So I'm trying to heal it back up now. But anyways, I love you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, click like, share, put those thumbs up, notification buttons on, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, my bold and beautiful babes.